So we're back at the window making bread knobs. Thank you, Mother and Father. Very easy trip into the chair this morning. We're talking about, everything in our day-to-day life. So before we mentioned that there was plumbing issues, and I was like, oh, he should call the guy. And then I was like, what am I saying? There is a great home, you just have to be patient, but there's a great home remedy for clogs in the bathroom. Let's get these birdies, start feeding these birdies. And the home, John, yeah, this is good work. If your toilet bowl is giving you trouble and things are not going down. Hey guys, come on, time for, yeah, I know, this door makes it windier in here. When it's closed, it's not windy. Let me just get this door closed. Yeah, you don't have the cross breeze and it doesn't get as windy. You put first, you pour into the toilet bowl some baking soda. Then you pour in a whole bucket full of boiling hot water. You can use a spaghetti pot. You can use a big teapot. Make it a lot of boiling water. Yeah, as much boiling water as you can do. Not just a teapot. I'm going to tell him to put more boiling water in, as a matter of fact. Next time, he should do a whole spaghetti pot. Yeah, I think so too. Just dump a whole spaghetti pot in, right? And then on top of the boiling water, vinegar, white vinegar, like 2 cups. And then just let it sit, and it will dissolve the clog. And sometimes you have to do it a couple of times, that whole thing. Baking soda, boiling water, white vinegar, right? And that really does work, but you just have to be patient. And we have like industrial plungers and everything, because this is a really old system over here in this house. And we've had issues with it ever since we moved in, right? And it's stupid to pay a plumber. You got to do that first. So when I said call the guy, forget it. The guy, we don't need the guy. I can tell we don't need the guy. Yeah, I can tell we can do this ourselves. So Chris just did the first round. Oh, hit that. It's really cold. Yeah. Woo! Chilly willy! Come on, guys. Calling occupants. Oh my god, I'm cold. My shawl falls off. It never stays on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Johnny. What is there to say? Nothing really. Let's just... I know you're worried about the one stupid little piece of bread that fell on the floor. I am worried about that piece of bread. You're trapped again. Yeah, I'm trapped again. We gotta clean these crumbs. Yeah, we'll do that later. Noodle quest. Johnny is on a noodle quest. We made noodles yesterday. He liked them so much he wants noodles again. Hey guys. We have not yet heard from the kitten adoption place. Obviously, because that would be all we were talking about. If they don't get back to me soon, I'm going to call them. And I'm going to say, listen, I'm going to be exploring kill shelter. Oh, look, all my birdies are here. I'm going to be exploring kill shelter options if you guys can't get your act together. Because you know what? I mean, that should be their first priority. I know a lot of them have day jobs, these people that work in animal rescue. Can you be a little bit patient? I picked that kitten out just for you. All right. Don't start threatening these people. All right. The kill shelters, that's the next thing if you want to explore that. Yeah, kill shelters, God. That's what Benjamin was. That's where Benjamin was going. And look what a great, great friend and companion he was. He had just really hours. That's why Nikki's mother called me, because, hi, Anna Lynn. Yeah, Anna Lynn. Oh, this goat came out nice, Chris.
It did.
A little bit of that orange soap I used on him. He looks beautiful. Really, really cute. Really good. I'm going to put him back on that. Back up by his friends. He's going to be next to the pony, the white pony, though, now on the other side of the thing up there. So if you pass through and you feel like putting him up next to his pony pal, that'd be great. But anyway, Nikki of Nikki'S Tits fame. Her mom called. You know, she would never. She was desperate. She worked in animal rescue, selfless animal rescuer. She had a house full of rescue pets, a very small little house. Filled to too many. Well, what's too many? She was always fostering. She was always saving. That was her passion in life. And that was extraordinary. Yeah, my name is Lynn Ann. Her name was Anna Lynn. And, but everyone called her Lynn. And everyone called me Lynn when they weren't calling me Mel or other things. So I got the call from her, and also Nikki called, her daughter, and she said, you know, I know you don't have any animals right now. I had just moved in with Chris. I know you don't have any cats, rather. Yeah, this looks great. Yeah, this looks awesome here. This looks so fucking awesome here. So we adopted Benjamin, and he was about to go to the kill shelter. And we're so happy we had him. Yeah, I love this one, so this will go on first. But this is the zombie beetles, the Chris called. You put the zombie beetles up for a while. All right, the zombie beetles go. They look into the garbage. It all fucking falls. Wonderful. Oh, that really looks so good. But you know what? Zombie beetles, save them for Halloween. We'll put these guys up here now. Yeah, they look good on this thing. This is fucking awesome. So good. We're not fucking around with this house here, right? Yeah, I'm excited too. Oh, my organic turmeric came. I can make my my pain medication. That's great. Maisie's here lining up for her vitamins. Okay, first things first. Noodles, right? Noodles. Baby. Yeah, I'm gonna put this right here. Oh, honey. Yeah. I know. It's all happening, right? Yeah. Maisie, watch yourself. Oh, mother of God. Let me get this out of the way. So do you want the same noodles yesterday with the crab meat? I believe so, yeah, I do. I do want that. Alright, she's very close to getting her tail sliced. But you won't do it. You will not do it. You want coffee. Yeah, I think I would like coffee. Alright. I think we're going to be in charge of getting Maisie the hell out of here. We'll give her some vitamins first. Here, Sticky. Take your vitamins. Come here. Here. And I got to start giving these vitamins to Maggie because she's got the sneezes. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Maybe she'll like them as much as Maisie does. I don't know. Here, Maisie, have me more. Maisie is good for 2 droppers full or more. She would just keep drinking this stuff. There. All done. All done, Mazer Taser, Trailblazer. Tailblazer. Can't phase her. Right? You cannot phase that cat. No. Cannot phase her. Mazer Wazer. Cannot phase her. Well, take a large one in there. Alright, whatever. Okay, so what are we doing? Are we gonna do the same recipe as yesterday, okay? Alright. Oh, you know what's coming today? That green hot sauce. That looks great. Hiram gave me that tip. Get the tomatillo. Yeah, tomatillo. So those little green tomatoes. Mm-hmm. Habaneros. But it is green. That was Nikki's favorite sauce too at Pio Pio, and Hiram is giving me some kind of word on Nikki. Girl, yeah. She fucked up with you, girl. Well, they all did. All my good friends told me, you're insane, Lena. John Lennon is dead. You're making up stories. What is this? This after being like open to psychic phenomenon, getting readings from me constantly, free readings for these girls, telling everyone how great I was and how amazing I was as a psychic communicator, and then all of a sudden I'm with John, and everybody's like, oh, Lena's insane, and fucking fuck her, fuck this. Okay, you got more grievances. Good, this is good. Ring the bell, but be careful of the cop. Yeah, I will ring the bell. So, Weezah, the other half of Nikki, yeah, she called me up crying after I told her about my connection with John, saying, now you're going to expect me to, this is a grown woman, like in her early 30s, don't expect me to sit around listening to Beatle records all day. I said, who the fuck wants you to do anything? Don't do anything. What do you think? I'm really going to force you to listen to Beatle records all day? Weezah, do you hear yourself? I am telling you about this psychic connection that makes total sense now. You've known I'm a passionate musician my whole life. Talented, I am. Doesn't it make sense that now that that this is my fucking psychic connection to end all psychic connections? Why are you crying about Beatles songs? Why are you crying about listening to, I'm going to force you to listen to the Beatles. And then these are her exact words. Now I have to deal with some broad who says her best pal is John Lennon or her boyfriend is John Lennon. First of all, back then I didn't even say my boyfriend was John Lennon because I didn't know my boyfriend was John Lennon. I just knew I was connected to him. Psychically, the way I had been connecting with other spirits and spirit guides psychically. Those were fine. My spirit guide, Pteresa, she was fine. Here, take your spirulina. All right, well, you got to take this. It's loaded with magnesium and chlorophyll. Chlorella. Right? So, these girls were like supposedly among my best friends in the world. And this is the shit I had to fucking deal with when I told them I was with John. When they came to visit me in the psych ward, I was so happy to see them. They were among my only visitors when I was in there for a short stint. And Weezah sat there looking like she was drooling, with her eyes glazed, with a phony smile on her face, speechless. She didn't even know what to say. Like a retard, like Jerry Lewis, fucking Jerry Lewis, suddenly is sitting there with me in the visitors' room, and Nikki is trying to patiently explain to me that I'm insane. Lynn, they're not going to let you out of here because nobody believes you, and you're crazy. You went crazy. Those weren't her exact words. She was showing me pictures on her little phone of my Facebook page and all of my posts, and she was saying, this is not normal. Do you see what you did here? This is not, there's something wrong, Lynn. This little pipsqueak is in the fucking hospital explaining this to me patiently, thinking she's being, I don't know, kind, and saying to me that I'm insane. I just looked at her like, oh my God, you guys really don't get it. This is happening, you guys. I don't know what your problem is. And John said, there's no problem. It's called jealousy. They know, Lena. They know it's real. I couldn't accept that. I was like, really? I don't know. I think they're just afraid of spiritual things and stuff. He's like, no. They are so jealous that it is frying their brains. Right. There it is again, that ugly jealousy. Right. Ugly rearing its head jealousy. Yeah. Good God. And needless to say, those relationships imploded because when I got out, I was no different. Of course, I was released and told that I was okay, right? And they didn't like that. I think they wanted me to stay there. I don't know what they wanted. My best friends, right? That I was so good to, like almost like a big sister to. Almost like a big sister. You were the only fucking mother figure either one of them had ever known. Yeah, I was old enough to be their mother, really. I was like 15 years older than them. That's old enough to be somebody's mother. Or older sister, definitely. So, yeah, I'm airing that grievance because I guess I always felt they owed me an apology. But then, of course, they don't think they owe me an apology because John opened fire on them on the internet and like said some like very funny, very hilarious things that were not untrue about them on the internet. And you know the way she's like judging me, Weezah, both of them. Weezah's in this totally dysfunctional relationship with a guy who's barely like fucking lucid. All her relationships were with crazy drug addicts and crackheads and heroin addicts, right? This is no kidding. These were the guys Weezah was always involved with. Because as Hiram tells me, she's really a closet dyke and she never owned up to that. And found it impossible to own up to it. And I believe him. That's neither here nor there. I love dykes. I love a good healthy dyke who can fucking enjoy being a dyke. I enjoy being a dyke, exactly. And then, and then we mentioned some things. Sandy Denny went crazy on Nikki for cheating on her husband with some lowlife guy who doesn't like kids. And meanwhile, Nikki has 2 kids. And, so they can hold that against me, I guess. Like, she said amazingly horrible things, and that's not like Lynn. She would never do that, and she must be, possessed by a satanic entity, and that can't be John Lennon. And it's like, no, it's John. Sorry. Sorry, girls, it's John. That be John. And John be all about truth. Truth and coffee be what John be about. How's that for a stand? That's good. That's good, baby. So, again, we're not trying to be nasty. We're rehashing, it's the 12/12 portal. We're rehashing some old stuff because we gotta let it go now. Cause you gotta let it go now, to go now. You gotta let it go now. Hi, Denny. And anything you want to add to that, John? Just that you need to be careful by the stove. Burn myself right away. That didn't help after the fact. I was trying to get your attention. Just take it easy. Yeah, it's really distracting. Yeah. Yeah, your anger can distract you. And we don't need that. So the anger is based upon ego. Right. Ego. You and your noodles, you are really too much. Yeah. These are the greatest noodles, I swear to God. They're great. I guess we'll still be getting these even though they're not vegan. Well, let me just tell you something, honey. Somebody's got to eat them. They've already been made, and they're not going to stop making them. And trust me on these. These are okay. All right. I don't. Oh, Maisie, watch your foot. God, that was close. Yeah. Come on, honey. You can give her a little crab, and then she'll feel like she had something. Yeah. So I don't have any apologies in place to these girls. Like I apologized yesterday to. I do actually, but it's not an apology. It's a regret. I so regret that our friendship wasn't strong enough for you to want my happiness. I so regret that you guys turned out to be who you are, and really didn't want my happiness. Not really. Or didn't want my healing. Not really. Because you're both so fucking damaged. And Nikki, you're a nurse. And a good one. But you're not a good friend. You're a selfish girl. And Weezah, so are you. You're both halves of the same type of person. This one always thought she was so glamorous, and the other one thought she was so ugly. And you bounce off each other like a couple of dysfunctional pinballs. And you always did. I'm sorry for you guys. I am. I'm sorry for you guys. That's good, Lena. I am. They could be funny. They could be really entertaining and sweet. They could be generous when it suited them, but not really. I'll never forget going to Joe's, and then it's Nikki's birthday, and me and Chris were really, we were making it check to paycheck. But we went to celebrate Nikki's birthday, and then at the end, they're like, okay, everybody has to pay except Nikki and Sal. It's not Sal, her husband's birthday, but we ended up having to chip in, with just one other couple for these very expensive meals. And not only that, we were made to feel that was agreed upon beforehand. I'm so, it pissed you off. It did. It did, because it was hundreds of dollars. It was an expensive meal at Joe's. But not only that, Sal brought home a giant fucking plate of veal that cost $50 for his father, who was babysitting their kid. And we paid for that too, his father's fucking veal shank. And Sal and Nikki eat meat like it's going out of fucking style. So here I am, a vegan, paying for their fucking disgusting meat-loaded shit, and I never agreed to it. I would have maybe chipped in for Nikki's meal. Sal and his father? What was that all about? And I said it to Weezah later. I said, that was you sprung that on us, man. That was not cool. You can't be doing that to people. I did it, but it was we just had enough for our own meal last night. And she was like, oh, well, I just don't believe in making people pay on their birthday. I was like, that's you. That's fucking you, bitch, not me. See, John, I'm getting mad. Yeah, no. Noodles. Yeah. No, you're right, and you're saying it, and that's good. Mm-hmm. That's great. You're going to send them a copy of the video? No, I'm going to trust that it will get to them. Put it in the title, Nikki and Weezah. Yeah, I'll do that. That'll do. Maisie, what do you say? You want some fucking... Johnny, let me get your picture up here, because this is just stupid. How's that? Oh, it's not going to stay. No. No, it's not. Okay. What are we doing? All right. So we put the extra noodles in a Ziploc. Great. And we got to open up crab. There's another opener that's better. Yeah, I know. 3 openers in here now. The one that was supposed to be so great, the space age one, it sucks. Like, it sucks dick. Oh. So you want the exact same recipe as yesterday. Exact same. Hi, Zach. Zach Starkey, Richie's son. Hi, honey. I don't get in touch with all you kids as much as I should. Sorry. We're all on the way, Lena. We're all on the way. Yeah. Careful with everything. Yeah. I am. I'm gonna be. Weezah, I'm gonna give you some crabs, okay? I'm gonna put a little on a plate for her. So we're all plummeting toward what? We don't know, but we know it's going to be great. Isn't every day better and better? Yeah. That it is. Every day feels better. Talk out loud, Lena. I'm just saying, if you gotta go now. And I guess that's my song for Weezah and Nikki. Go now. Right, and that's basically what it ended up being. Like, we can't be in each other's lives. If you can't allow me to be authentic, then we can't be in each other's lives. And there's nothing sadder. Because I loved him. I really loved him. They didn't love me. Or they love you a certain way, but you're not supposed to deviate from that. I guess. Here, Maisie, have some crab. So I guess these... Here, Maisie. Have some crabs. She's just looking at it. So, I guess this grievance thing that's been going down, right? Yeah. It's like acknowledging the love for these people at the same time, right? Yeah. That's right. It's very important. Nobody can truly hurt you unless you love them. Yeah, right, exactly. Right, that's right. If you don't really love them, then what they say can't hurt you. What they do cannot hurt you. Right. Oh shit, there's too much oil in there. No, it's not bad. No. There's really not. So yeah, I was deeply hurt. And they all want to act like I hurt them, so how was I hurting them? All they kept saying to me, the litany of complaints, all were constantly, we want you back the way you used to be, Len. Why can't you be the way you used to be? You used to take great pictures of food and animals. These were actually words that were said to me. You used to take great pictures of animals and food, and you used to tell jokes really crazy, and you used to be our source of amusement. They never mentioned that. They never once complimented any of my blog pieces, though, which I always found, because they were even in some of these blog pieces, and my blog pieces got great reviews from people who like to read. And both of those girls, I know they read my blog because they said things that alluded to it, but they never once said that they liked it. That's jealousy, too. Right. They never once commented, gee, you can really write, oh, Jesus. Put that down. So, I don't know, John. It's painful, okay? It's pain, that you must acknowledge. Right. Let's look at those noodles for a moment, shall we? Let me just put some garlic powder in first, because we put sliced garlic in, crab, and we're putting garlic powder, this is really good stuff. The organic stuff by 365. So the price is so reasonable, and you gotta, Amazon really is. It's like it's really an old Uber source. Okay, so here we go. These look nice. We don't have to heat this up anymore. We just had the noodles piping hot, tossed in crab, hot sauce. Again, I wish we had that green sauce, but it didn't get here yet. It will be here today, and we're going to use that in everything. Because that's super good for the metabolism and for your digestion. Hot sauce is really good. And when it's done right, well, the Boricua know, right, honey? Yeah, the Boricua know. Let's take a nice picture of that. All right. Right, this will be the video for Weezah and Nikki, and it's food, right? Their favorite thing. Take a picture of food, Lynn. That's what we want you to do. Take a nice picture of food. All right, girls, here's some food for you. I remember when all that stuff was going on and John was first busting through, and I was just filled with excitement and news about the things he was telling me about everything, the afterlife, our past lives together, and I wanted to share it with somebody, with a friend, and I was not allowed to do that. They were like, nope, literally hands over the ears. We don't want to hear that. That's not going to be, no, I'm never going to listen to this, Lynn. They said it to me. We are never going to listen to you if you talk about him. If you talk about John, we are going to close our ears. We are not going to listen to you. We cannot do that, Lynn. And they did it under the guise of, because we're doing it for your own good, because he's not real. He doesn't exist. He is not real. He's dead. He's gone. He is not real. My best friends. Stay in the hospital. He's not real. Take pictures of food. He's not real. Talk about your animals. He's not real. Not for 1 minute did I ever fucking think that they were right. Not for 1 second. They are too stupid. And as the days went on, I could see just how stupid and jealous and mean-spirited they were. And they were friends that I really, really cared about. Let's pack up that food and get back to some real friends. Okay, baby. Good work, honey. Good work for you. Thanks. Yeah. Hi, Mom and Dad. Yeah, everything's cool. Everything's great. Looking snazzy, kitty. Kitty. Yeah. You're John's little kitty. Oh, I like that. That looks so great, Lynn. Yeah. It's going to look better. I'm making a new one today. Yes, we know.